Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nautica. Um my cat is banging on my door. He's not coming in. Today we are covering day 3 of the Darrell Brooks trial. I decided I'm gonna piece it up between a video before lunch and a video after lunch because he does so many things that it's getting so hard to put it in everything in one video, and I don't want to just take too long to make a video, and I don't want to just, it just doesn't make sense to just delay because of him, which he wants to do over and over and over. But I'm just gonna piece it into one. I'm just gonna piece it into part 1 and part 2 for you guys. Hopefully you're okay with that. Um, if not, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So let me see here. So right away, day 3, he is in a suit. I thought he was going to be in a suit day 4, but he's in a suit today. He has a beautiful speech for you guys about him being a third party intervener. He is not Darrell Brooks. He set for value and reset for value some shit of the charging instruments. So all the paperwork they give him that he requests, but now he don't want it and all that stuff like that. So let me not delay in like some people and let you guys see this.
As a third-party intervener in that matter.
Just as you could see immediately, you see trial started 3 minutes ago. Let me show y'all. Can y'all see this? Trial started 3 minutes ago, literally 3 minutes and 34 seconds ago. He's a third party intervener. He's intervening. The third party is Darrell Brooks. That is not him, but he did decide to represent him, but that's not him. Okay, let's see.
Appearing as authorized representative for my client.
His
I
client.
accept for value in return for value all of the charging instruments in this matter and make my exemption available for discharge of all obligations and charges connected with this case. I do not dispute any of the facts in the charging instruments.
Right, the record should reflect that the individual known to this court as Darrell E. Brooks appears in person and in custody. He is in street clothing today, in a suit and tie, also wearing a mask. Mr. Brooks, before calling the case, if he had any documentation to provide to the court or to the state, I did look at a number of subpoenas. I told for completeness, and the one thing I noted was that there was a date and time for the appearance that was not included, and so I just wanted to address that on the record, since of course this is a multi-day, multi-week trial. Typically individuals, whether it be the state or a defendant, would put the first day of trial on the subpoena unless there was some other information to suggest a different date. Obviously we've already started, but I can ask the state if they, given kind of how things have been proceeding thus far. I know originally you had thought it would take 5 to 7 days for you to present your case in chief. Are we still on target for that from when we started the taking of testimony?
Yes, from when we started the taking of testimony, yes. Right now we are projected to wrap up our case Thursday afternoon or Friday morning. So that would be within that 5 to 7 day range, Your Honor.
All right.
Today is Monday at court. Last I left you guys was on a Friday, and the detective that does not like Darrell, that has disdain for Darrell, rightfully so, he was a witness, and now that detective is going to be examined by trash bag right here. And so I think it's good that the state is projecting they'll be done by Thursday. Then it's going to be Darrell's time with his witnesses. Guys, please stay with me because it's going to be a shit show. It is just going to be a shit show. But let's go.
Certainly would be reasonable if you picked a date, either Thursday or Friday, if they show up, which presumably they would, right? If we're able to get all of these, not me, but if the state's able to assist, given what they've said earlier in getting the subpoenas out, then even if we weren't quite to that point, I can certainly bring people in and let them know when to come back. And that's pretty typical.
So, Your Honor, just so I'm clear, so I put, so that would be roughly the 13th to 14th?
Today's the 10th, so Thursday would be the 13th and Friday would be the 14th. And then
Duh, bitch.
I didn't look very close to the names and whether you had addresses, but you should put in their last known address or other information as to where these people can be served if you know.
I was going to mention that too. That's kind of problematic because a lot of them, their addresses are not stated
Everything is problematic when it comes to you.
in the paperwork. So I don't
Are
know.
all of these individuals referenced in the paperwork that you've reviewed?
Yes, they are.
All right. Presumably
Look at
then,
him, so
can you also be able to
professional.
Look at that and perhaps assist with that information.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, everyone's address is somewhere in the paperwork, but yes, I'm sure
He just
You'll
don't
be
feel
able to
like
find-
looking for it.
addresses.
The other omission I noted, and not necessarily your fault, is these were stamped by our clerk of court, which is standard. I will direct my clerk with your approval to put today's date for the date that these are all signed by the clerk of court's office. Okay? Is that a yes? I thought I saw you shake your head. Yes, I just want to confirm for the record. Okay.
I mean, it's just a lot of this that I expressed last week that I wasn't really sure how to get done. So whatever assistance is greatly appreciated.
Oh, now it's
Right,
greatly
so, Madam Clerk,
appreciated.
Mr. Rep-
I forgot to tell you, he about to apologize too. Not yet. I'm looking at my notes. His apology is about 26 minutes in. But let's see.
Good to put in the date at the top left, and then what I'll do is I'll keep a copy for the court's records, and then I'll give you a copy, and then we'll give the originals to the state so they can look over them and then tell us if there's any issue with trying to get them served. But I need to get that to them this morning with your approval so they can let us know if there are any issues. Do you agree to that, sir?
Yeah, I just got to put the dates in then, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
bitch.
yes.
Damn.
It would be fine if you did Friday morning. I mean, even if the state got done a little bit early on Thursday afternoon or something, and we, in theory, had time to call a witness, I'm happy to just go to the next morning so that it's clear.
What should I put for the time?
8:30.
What should I put for the time? Shut the fuck up. Let me fast forward before he pissed me off. Okay, now she's talking about that footage that got stricken due to, I know my lights went off, but YOLO. Due to his baby mama saying he previously hit her with a car. So they're about to go over that, which is really juicy because the state is not going to want that thrown out. He is, of course, but it's going to end up being thrown out. Let's see.
As I advised last week, after I went back into chambers to review that, I did note what Mr. Brooks had said. I may have been a little bit off on the language in terms of what Ms. Patterson is heard saying, but it's a pretty clear reference to one of the incidents that is the subject of a prohibition by this court related to other acts. And I indicated I was inclined to strike that exhibit and so advise the jury, but I would give the parties an opportunity if they had any arguments on that to address that this morning. So since the state offered it and there is that violation, I'll turn to the state.
Thank you, Your Honor. First, I do offer my apologies to the court and to Mr. Brooks because the previous occasions where we had watched that video, we did not catch that. I think the record will speak for itself, but there was a lot going on in that video. As you had mentioned previously, the officer's radio was talking. You can hear the dispatcher, you can hear other officers, and you can hear some people talking in the distance as well. So we did mistakenly include that. However, that being said, Your Honor, I think it's a clear reference to the other acts only if you know there's other acts. Truthfully, I think it's a vague and ambiguous statement. What I heard the statement to have been at about the 2:52 mark, Ms. Patterson say, "Me and my baby daddy, we fight all the time. We had an incident, he ran me over with a car." That's what I heard her to say. She does not say it happened in Milwaukee. She does not say it happened 3 weeks ago. She does not say I suffered a broken leg. To me, in the context of Ms. Runkle's testimony last week, in which she testified that Mr. Brooks had swerved at Erica Patterson, and that Ms. Runkle had pulled her out of the way, I don't think the jury would have immediately thought Erica Patterson, when she made that statement, if they heard it, was referring to something weeks earlier in another county at another location. Really, the only thing objectionable about that whole quote I just issued would be the very last phrase, "He ran me over with a car." And again, if she's referring to the Milwaukee incident, it's not clear from that statement. I certainly understand, with the knowledge of the Milwaukee incident, there's a reasonable interpretation that's what she was talking about, but she may also have been talking about the events of November 21st, even to an objective standard on this record, Your Honor. I don't think the jury would have realized or appreciated she was talking about another incident. So I think the exhibit can stand as is. We could redact just, about a 2 or 3 second audio from that recording where those words are removed. And I listened to it several times over the weekend. I think if we did that, it would not be that obvious, so that the exhibit could stand in place. The officer, if you recall, the timing is he's getting out of his car and he's approaching them, and she makes that statement about he ran me over with a car, but then her very next sentence is, there's nothing happened, nothing's going on, nothing to be worried about here, and she's essentially trying to convince the officer not to do anything. So again, I think that also supports our contention that if we strike the exhibit or we strike words from the exhibit, we may be calling undue attention to something that was very vanilla to this jury that they really wouldn't have thought twice about, given the testimony of Corey Runkle and Erica Patterson that was already on the record. So we would offer to redact that portion if appropriate, but it may also be appropriate just to leave it stand as is. And should they ever ask to see that exhibit again, we would prevent that from being played a second time.
Thank you.
Okay, a lot was said, but I didn't want to skip through it so you guys can get the gist of everything. Basically, the state is saying that they do apologize. They did not hear that. But however, that doesn't take away the evidence, because the jury needs to see this evidence that the cop pulled him over. She, you can tell she was scared because she denied knowing him. She denied, not denied knowing him, but denied anything happening at that moment, even though he punched her in her eye and, did all those things. Even though she said he ran me over the car, they will be able to strike that or cut that out if need be and things like that, which I was 1,000% on board. But of course he has to be a crybaby about it.
Mr. Brooks, do you have a position on this?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious to me. I can only hear out of one ear, and I was able to hear clearly what was said.
PP said he can only hear out of one ear. At the pre-trial, he claimed he was deaf, so they provided him with headphones, and then he started not getting his way, and throughout all the madness, he forgot he was deaf. So now he said, I only got one good ear, and the judge is gonna throw some shade in a minute about that. And also, of course he will remember it because he did it. Only somebody that know about a situation would recognize the situation. He knows he hit her with a car 3 weeks prior, so of course he's like, I know, I heard it specific, because you did it.
With all due respect, Your Honor, you made a ruling about this previously, in ample enough time before the trial even started. You made the ruling. I see no reason why the exhibit should be admitted into evidence. From my perspective, it's clearly obvious what was being referenced. I mean, if she was able to give any type of statement at that time to the officer, then obviously she wasn't hit at that time on that date, on the 21st. She would clearly be referencing some other incident. Hence the reason why we argue all the time in this, that, and the third. It was clear to me what was being referenced, and because of the ruling, because of the implication in that statement, I believe the exhibit should be striked altogether.
Thank you for your position, Mr. Brooks. And the reason why last week I said I'm inclined to strike it, but I wanted to give the parties an opportunity to review it over the weekend is, in some respects, because of what the state just said. There's information on that clip, at least from Ms. Patterson, that I didn't know if you wanted to come in or not, about nothing happened here, right? Those types of statements. So that's why I give the parties a chance to look it over and then come back to court and tell me what they want to do. So your position has been made clear. You believe it should be struck or stricken, as we say. And I agree with you, Mr. Brooks. This court gave a very clear prior ruling related to other acts, and the state had an obligation to abide by that ruling. While I have options available to me, meaning I could redact it if the jury wants to hear it later on, my concern with redaction is it may possibly highlight that portion. We don't know whether any one of these jurors heard it and made a note about it. And that's certainly not something I'm going to ask them to reveal. And because of the violation, and even though there's other things going on, even though I could redact, I am going to strike this exhibit and so advise the jury. As far as advising the jury, I simply want to tell them the following when they come into court today. As previously the court received Exhibit 6 during the testimony of Officer Phillips. The jury is hereby advised that the court has stricken this exhibit, and the jury is to disregard anything it may have heard regarding what was on that exhibit. Any objection to that language from the state?
No.
How about from you, Mr. Brooks?
No.
This bitch got another W. Mind you, look at how he's staring. She just said, I'm inclined to do it. I'm going to strike it. The state had the authority to watch it. Like, you know, make sure they don't go against the other act evidence.
All right,
so I'm just going to take it all out. Look how he's staring at her.
Last week, I also had indicated I had asked the Sheriff's Department to prepare an incident report regarding one
His
of the
finger.
occasions Mr. Brooks was removed from the courtroom. I've been advised it's been dictated and I believe written. I haven't seen it yet, but I did follow up on that this morning. I believe I'll have it at some point today, and we'll turn that over to the parties.
That in reference to the 6th, Thursday, October the 6th.
Well, we don't fucking know. State the incident. I think it's about your finger. I don't know. He was mad about his COVID test being read. Then he said he got beat up by the guards. Then they had to move him out to the other courtroom, and he also said they beat him up then. So at this point, I'm confused.
That was in reference to the incident where, if my memory is correct, where there was not about the COVID test, but about the needing you to sit down so that I don't remember if you were over there or here or what, but
It's so
you needed
much.
to get those restraints.
It's day 3. She don't remember. It's been so many things, guys, on day 3 of 15 days. She had no clue. She like, I don't remember. I don't remember either.
Either on or off so that you could be situated, and that's where you had indicated you had been hurt. So that's what I'm talking about. I wanted to have a record of that here.
I think that was the 6th. I also want to state for the record that I was given.
He about to tell the judge that he received paperwork of like officer complaint against, you know, whatever the fuck they say. She gonna say it. She gonna mention it. Abuse or some shit, mistreatment, misconduct, and he signed it and filled it out. And he don't know what's gonna happen. He is just so in his own fucking world. Like he said day before yesterday, I don't know what's gonna happen about that yet. Bitch, we don't care. Them officers still gonna be there. I know them officers. Look at that man. I know them officers want to knock his ass out.
Given paperwork to fill out a report of my own, and I stress that because after the detectives came and took the pictures of my bruises and injuries, I was told that they didn't know when I would actually get the actual filing of the report that they were going to report. So I just went ahead and asked for my own. I filled that out. I don't know if it's been given to the right parties yet.
You're talking about the inmate complaint form or the Sheriff's Department review that related to the use of force?
Yeah, it was the top paper was from
Use
sheriff.
of force. She don't give a fuck. That's not her job. That's not
my responsibility to address what happened, other than how it impacts this trial, which is why I wanted to have a record. If there's anything you believe should be in the record from you regarding that, then you should turn that in.
That is not her responsibility. She is the judge of this trial. She is not the judge over if the officers mistreated you or not. And PP says bruises and injuries. You had a cut. She called it a minor cut with no blood on his finger. Then after that, all of a sudden, he had bruises and stuff. Now he just this injured party in the matter.
Okay. All right. I didn't have anything else on my list of things. I don't know if the state does or Mr. Brooks, so I will ask the state first. If there's anything you believe I should address prior to the jury coming things, I don't know if the state does or Mr. Brooks, so I will ask the state first. Things, I don't know if the state does or Mr. Brooks, so I will ask the state first. If there's anything you believe I should address prior to the jury coming back out.
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask that some of the witnesses that testified last week be released from their subpoenas, especially now that we have Mr.
Okay, guys, they're about to discuss whether the witnesses can be released from their subpoena, the ones that's already with were witnesses, said what they witnessed, saw, felt, heard, things like that. But of course, this slime ball, because I know this is a YouTube, I'm saying the nicest bad words. I don't even talk like that on a regular basis, slime ball. Anyway, of course he don't want to release certain people. Of course he don't want to release Erica. He don't want to release Detective Goof, the one that has this thing for him. And he also don't want to release the officer that testified to the information that got stricken. The video that got stricken because Erica said my baby daddy ran me over. That officer, he don't want to release that officer. And it's like, what sense does that make to not release him when you not gonna need him no more? His testimony is out the window. It's so stupid. But it's just an ego thing, a pride thing, a control thing. So by him not releasing that officer, that means that officer has to come to court every day, or come to court around the time he think he's going to be called to testify again. So he's just not fully released. He got to wait on a phone call, and we don't know when. Well, right now we don't know when, but it could be. He's basically saying for when it's his turn, he might have to call him again. But it still don't make sense.
Brooks witness list, specifically I'd be referring to Corey Runkle, Officer Phillips, Kyle Edwards, Holly Berg. I note on his list today he does still have Erica Patterson and Detective Guth.
Of course.
At some point. We'd like to be heard about that, but we don't need to delay the jury at this point.
All right, any position on their request, Mr. Brooks?
I guess my objection to that would be Officer Phillips.
Yeah, why you want
That would be
him?
one that I would still like to be under subpoena.
Why?
I'm fine with.
That's the officer whose squad video I just struck. So you didn't have him in your subpoenas. So you'll need to, for now I'll tell the state they can't release him. You'll need to fill out a subpoena, and I need to have that by the lunch hour today in order for
She didn't
him
even
not to be released
question
from the
it.
state subpoena.
And I definitely don't want Erica Patterson released from.
Right, you have her on your subpoena, so I
We
understand.
know.
I just wanted that for the record.
All right, thank you. All right, then I will grant the request from the state as to Corey Runkle, Kyle Edwards, and Holly Berg.
I just don't appreciate how the judge didn't ask him why, for his reason, for wanting that detective to still be like simply under his hold. Like, for what? His testimony and his video was stricken from the record. So why do he still want to talk to this man? And then you had your opportunity to question him, which he got. He got the opportunity to cross-examine his testimony. It's just annoying.
For now, Officer Phillips will remain under the state subpoena along with Erica Patterson and Detective Guth. We can take issues up with that either, maybe closer to the lunch hour or when we come back, or even at the end of the day. But I would like to bring the jury out. But of course, Mr. Brooks, I need to turn to you first and see if there's any issues you believe the court should address.
Very briefly, I just want to state this for the record that I would
Here you
like
go.
to issue the court an apology from me.
Here you go.
In regards to my actions last week during the trial. I just want the court to understand it's very emotional right now, not only for just the whole situation of the trial, the families here that have to go through, everything that's going to be involved with the trial, but also my family as well and myself is very, very emotional. But not to excuse my actions, I should carry myself with better respect than that. I wasn't raised that way. And I owe you, Your Honor, in the court an apology, and I'm going to stand up as a man and tell the whole court and you, Your Honor, that I apologize to the bailiffs, that I apologize for my actions.
This bitch.
Like I said, that's not how I was raised. I come from a Christian background. My mother did not raise me that way. She did not raise me, to act out of frustration and irritation and anger. And I just wanted everybody to know that I apologize for my actions. And I'm going to try my best to, whatever happens, to everybody here. I just wanted y'all to know that.
Boy, we don't give a
Thank you,
fuck.
Mr. Brooks. I do appreciate that. Understandably so. This is an emotional experience, I think, for everyone involved. And I appreciate that you, upon reflection, have realized that courtesy and decorum are an important part of a court proceeding. I know that despite you being emotional at times and not being an attorney, you certainly...
Watch what she say. He apologized, and her response is gonna be about him lying about not being able to hear. He ain't gonna expect that.
You're clearly paying attention. You've made some very salient points throughout the last...
Give him props, because he can't appeal. He can't say he wasn't treated fairly, he didn't understand, things like that. Yeah, he can pay attention. He's good.
Last few days. I think you're settling in quite well, and we're going to keep this trial going. And I know you said earlier, and I just want to make a record of this because it's really important that I do this, sir. You've mentioned repeatedly about your hearing. I know you don't have the headphones on now. We'll give them to you just based on what I've observed this morning and how you've responded to things that have been said. I think you're hearing us, but if we haven't made the headphones available, we got to make sure we do that every single day so that if you need them. But I do appreciate everything that you've said.
Guys, that's called shade, because because he sat there and apologized, and her response was, I gotta say this whole time we've been talking this morning, you've been hearing quite well. We're gonna give you some headphones now, but we think you can hear.
And I know we have Detective Casey, who will bring up momentarily.
Okay, guys, this where it get a little juicy. This is Detective Goof. He was here yesterday, and this is his opportunity, Slimebag's opportunity to question him. And I'm gonna play a lot of this because it's very important. They go on this back and forth. The detective pretends he don't know what he talking about. You could tell he don't like him. You could tell there's attitude there. They both go back and forth. The judge have to tell detective just answer the question. Things like that. But let's go.
Enforcement.
25 years.
That's a long time. I want to direct you to the evening of November 21st, 2021. You stated that you were on duty that afternoon, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall any disturbances that afternoon?
Do you mean when you drove through the parade route? And
Your question was a little broad. Why don't you try to narrow down the time frame so he can answer that more specifically?
Roughly around the time of maybe 4:30ish p.m.
yes, I do.
Do you remember what you can recall?
Do I remember if I can recall?
Do you remember the disturbance you recall?
Yes. Look
Yes,
at
I
him.
do.
Would you state what that is? What that was, rather?
I heard a horn beeping, and then a Ford Escape came through the
Parade route.
and you drove past me and wouldn't stop, and you continued driving into the parade route.
Who is you?
You.
Darrell Brooks, the defendant, seated
You.
at the table.
You.
Let the
Bitch.
record reflect that I do not identify by their name, nor do I know anybody
You,
by their
bitch.
name.
Objection is noted.
So, you heard a horn beeping.
Yes.
Was it coming from the vehicle that you tried?
Oh, guys, he's also going to at least 3 witnesses or 4 witnesses, even some witnesses he bring that was at the parade that wrote a statement saying they heard a horn. He's going to claim that because he heard a horn, he was trying to warn people that he was there. So, meaning he didn't attempt to kill anybody or injure nobody because his horn was beeping. So that means he's innocent. And also there's barricades on the side street. You guys know what a parade look like. And he's going to claim he could not go past those barricades, even though the barricades were plastic and they usually blow in the wind. And one of the witnesses will say they just threw the barricade over upside down because they kind of blow away like literally piece of papers. And he's going to swear that there was no way for him to exit because of the barricades. So he decided to run over humans instead of plastic, basically.
Tried to stop?
I believe that it was.
You stated that you've been in law enforcement for 25 years. That's a long time. So it would be fair to say that you operate a motor vehicle pretty much every day. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, I operate a motor vehicle almost every day.
And would it be also fair to say that you would only beep your horn in a motor vehicle if you were trying to alert someone to your presence?
I think that could be a fair statement.
Would it be also fair that you would beep your horn to avoid any danger?
There could be many reasons why a person is beeping their horn.
Would one of those
Literally, you could beep your horn to let your friend know you outside. You could beep your horn to let people know you're around. You could beep your horn just playing that Lil Wayne, that Lil Weezy, beep, beep, beep. You know, it's plenty of reasons. He's going to say, of course, he was trying to alert people. Yeah, right.
reasons be to avoid danger?
Could be, yes.
Do you recall if you were able to see who was operating the vehicle you attempted to stop?
You.
Yes, I was.
You.
And can you recall a description
He
of the
looked like you.
operator of the vehicle you attempted to stop?
He was light-skinned,
Your
black male.
color.
He had some light facial hair.
Is that all you recall?
That is what I recall.
Do you recall what they were wearing?
No, I do not.
So you were able to get a description of how the operator of the vehicle looked, but not what they were wearing.
That is correct.
Do you recall how fast the vehicle was going at the time you attempted to stop it?
I believe the vehicle was going about 3 to 5 miles an hour when I tried to stop the vehicle, and it continued on past me.
Would it be fair to say that 3 to 5 miles an hour is not very fast?
I think it's very fast when you're in a parade route, when there's hundreds of people marching in the road, and a police officer is standing in front of your car, pounding on the hood, trying to get the vehicle to stop. I'd say that that's too fast. Any speed is too fast on a parade route when you have all those people in the roadway. A car should not have been there.
Period.
That wasn't the question, but thanks for the commentary.
Yes, it was. That was the answer.
Questions, Attorney Ockel will have an opportunity to redirect if necessary.
It's
Would
not
it be
too.
fair to say that that's not a very fast speed?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Look at his face. Mind you, pay attention. Like I
Do you
said,
recall-
he's the only one in the crowd. I mean, he's the only one in the room with a face mask on. And it's 2022. It's 2022.
If the operator of the vehicle that you gave a description of had any hair on their head?
I do not recall seeing the operator's hair that day.
So it'd be fair to say you don't know if they had long hair, short hair, anything of that nature?
What the fuck
That
you
is correct.
think? He said he didn't see it.
Do you recall testifying at the preliminary hearing in this matter?
Yes,
Yes, I do.
bitch.
Can you recall what you said when asked a description of the driver of the vehicle you attempted to stop?
Is
I don't
you.
recall word for word what I said.
Do you recall being asked the question?
I would think that I was, but I don't recall the exact words that I used then.
Just 1 second.
Lord.
You attempted to stop had short hair and
I recall seeing that the person had.
the driver of the vehicle you attempted to stop.
I guess I'm not sure when you're speaking of, because was that when I saw the car or when we saw the vehicle after what witnesses said? It seems like I'm not sure exactly the time period that
So
you're
are we
asking.
talking about what witnesses said or what you actually saw?
Correct, that's what I'm confused about.
Well, you just said that you recall being asked at the preliminary hearing that you testified at a description of the operator of the motor vehicle. Would that be fair to say?
I don't understand your question.
I think it's very
Period.
clear. You testified at the preliminary hearing in this matter, correct?
Yes, I did.
And were you not asked a description of the operator of the motor vehicle that you attempted to stop?
Yes, bitch.
So I believe my testimony was
He said that. He don't remember what kind of hair he had. And if you guys remember this picture, he has a hoodie on. So it's more believable that he don't remember the hair. And he admits he don't remember the hair.
that I did not see the person's hair, if that's the
And
specific
he
time
just
that you're
said
speaking
it.
of.
He literally just said it, guys.
I have a portion of that preliminary hearing that you testified at with your words right here.
Congratulations.
I am at page 17.
All right, thank you.
And you were asked, could you see anybody inside the vehicle? Your answer was, at that point, I could not see the person real clearly, but as the vehicle continued pushing through me, I was paused. My position changed to the side of the vehicle, where I was directly outside the driver's side window, and I could see inside of the window, and I could see the driver very clearly.
The driver, bitch, not the hair.
Would that be fair to say that those are your statements?
Yes, sir.
So, could you or could you not see the driver clearly?
Your question is if I could see him clearly. Yes, I could see him clearly.
So why would you state that you couldn't see him clearly when asked the question?
I think you're asking about his hair.
No, I asked
going
about
back
his
and
hair
forth
before.
between-
This is a different question.
Boy, bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. Boy, you...
Ask
Yes.
about the-
Could you ask your question again, please?
You just stated that you could see the driver clearly, correct?
Correct.
But you also said that you couldn't see the driver clearly, correct?
Objection, that's a mistake.
Grounds.
So, Mr. Brooks,
Y'all heard that grounds, that aggressive ass grounds. If you guys don't know, grounds is what you say primarily when you want to know why objection is sustained. Is it's sustained. So if the state object and the judge say sustained, meaning she's agreed to the objection, you say grounds when you want to know, like, what is the reason, on what grounds. That's how we know he getting his advice from somebody over the phone. We think it's his mama, because something gonna come up later where his mama sent him some photos of Erica, which is his baby mama. His and Erica's daughter had a baby. 15-year-old daughter had a baby. And Darrell's mom gonna send Darrell some photos to jail, and she's gonna label the envelope from Erica, basically, to try to set Erica up when he asks her questions like, if I'm just such a bad person, why you still sending me letters in jail? Like, it gets that crazy, guys. I'm telling y'all. But that aggressive ass ground is the first of many times you will hear that. In the dumbest ways, he just gonna ground. And we were like, ground beef, ground coffee grounds, ground, just all kind of grounds, you know?
I think it comes down to a little bit of context. I'm going to sustain the objection, and then if you would please rephrase. I think it comes down to at what point in time in the contact with the SUV are you referring?
At any time.
Your Honor, we need the question again. That question is vague.
Right. Put it all together. If you would, I'll sustain the objection.
At any time, could you see the driver clearly? At any time during your attempt to stop the vehicle?
Yes, at any time I could see the person clearly.
The entire time you attempted to stop it, you can clearly see the driver of the vehicle.
First he say at any time, then he say the entire time. He's on this wordplay dumbass shit, and he trying to get the detective choked up so the jury would like disbelieve the detective's words, which is so stupid. Why would they believe him, a long-time felon, criminal, over a detective that's been a detective over 25 years? But first it's at any time, which is, at any time, meaning this specific time. At any time is a wide, at any time. At any time, have you ever rode a roller coaster? Anytime. That means when you were 6, when you were 8, when you were 19, when you were 45. At any time. And then he changed it to the entire time. So that means the entire time, have you ever rode a road? No, not the entire time. The entire time from 6 to 45 will be a long ass time. No, but he think he's smarter than he really is.
Well, at one time you asked any time, and then you asked the entire time. So
Detective Casey, just answer the question, please, if you can. If not, say you don't understand it.
I don't understand it.
Did you see if anyone else was, could you see rather, if anyone else was in the vehicle?
I did not see anybody else in the vehicle when it passed. No.
That's a dumb question. That's a dumb question for him to ask. If he know damn well nobody else was in that vehicle, it would be so stupid for him to ask, could you see anybody else in the vehicle? That eliminate the possibility that it could be anybody other than him. Like, he's just stupid.
Do you recall there being any tinted windows to the vehicle you attempted to stop?
I do not recall the passenger front or the passenger rear being tinted. I believe that the rear windows in the SUV were tinted.
So it would be fair to say that from your vantage point, you wouldn't be able to see the entire seating of the vehicle you attempted to stop.
Objection, that's a misstatement.
Grounds.
Overruled. You may answer the question.
Go on.
Could you re-ask the question, please?
Would it be fair to say that because of the tint to the rear windows that you cannot visibly see?
He's not saying the rear windows were tinted. He's saying the rear as in the back where the hood at, where, you know, in the back. Not the back seat, you dumbass bitch.
The seating of the vehicle that you attempted to stop.
I did not see anybody in the vehicle. I don't think that the tint had any reasons for me not to be able to see in.
So it would be fair to say that you could clearly see the seating of the vehicle you attempted to stop. Front, passenger, and back seat.
From the limited view that I had, I thought that I could see it.
Even though you just said that the rears were tinted.
I believe that it's the far back windows in the passenger compartment that were tinted, not the passenger windows, from my memory.
So it would be fair to say
Dumbass.
you can recall every window that was tinted on the vehicle that you attempted to stop.
I think that question's been asked and answered, Your
Grounds.
Honor. His answer should
Grounds.
stand.
Go on. Go on.
The objection is sustained. Next question. Has been answered.
Go on.
Detective Casey, are you a party to this case in any way?
Here he
I don't
goes.
understand the question.
Are you a party to this case?
I don't understand the question.
Have you filed a claim in regards to this case?
I have not.
Have you read the complaint in this case?
I have read the complaint.
Do you recall who the complaint was brought by?
The complaint is brought by the state of Wisconsin, represented by the Waukesha County District Attorney's Office, District Attorney Sue Opper.
So the state of Wisconsin then would be the plaintiff in this matter then, correct?
That is correct, the state of Wisconsin.
Do you see the state of Wisconsin present in the courtroom right now?
Yes, I do. They are represented at the prosecution table by District Attorney Sue Opper, Deputy District Attorney Leslie Basie, Assistant District Attorney Zach Wichow.
You said represented.
Yes, sir.
Do you see the plaintiff?
The plaintiff is an entity. They are represented by the District Attorney's Office.
So the plaintiff is an entity.
Correct.
To the best of your knowledge, is an entity a human being?
An entity is an entity. It is not a human being.
To the best of your knowledge.
Guys, imagine robbing a bank and somehow in the midst of you robbing a bank, you injure somebody. And the state brings charges, even though the injured party doesn't want to. The state brings those charges. Even in domestic issues, domestic issues where the victim doesn't want to press charges, but the state presses charges. The state is the entity that represents the victim. And imagine saying, yeah, I robbed a bank, but since the state is an entity, I should get off. Like, that makes no motherfucking sense. The state is an entity, so I'm innocent of killing these people and running these people over. Ugh, he make me sick. I feel so sick. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight.
Being in law enforcement for as long as you have, would it be fair to say that an entity, which is not a human being, living person, can bring a claim against anyone?
I believe they.
Object, Your Honor, to the
Grounds.
relevance.
Grounds.
Hold on, let her get her objection out. Okay.
I'm
Ground.
trying to be patient.
Ground.
These questions really have no bearing on this.
The objection is sustained.
With the plaintiff in this matter.
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
How long have you known the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Let her get her objection out, Mr. Brooks. It's sustained on relevance grounds.
Watch what you say.
Well, I do respect, Your Honor. I think that those are valid questions to the matter.
What did he just say?
What the hell?
Mr. Brooks, they've been sustained. Next question.
No, they're not, bitch. Keep going.
Just so we're clear for the record. You did hear the vehicle that you attempt to stop blow numerous times. Blow its horn.
Yes, I heard the horn blowing as it was approaching my position.
Would it be fair to say that that would indicate that the vehicle was trying to alert people to its presence?
Objection calls for speculation.
Grounds.
Sustained.
That's definitely speculating. Would you say that that would be someone trying to alert someone to their presence? I mean, I don't know what the fuck it means. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one blowing the horn. I don't know what's going on. That would be speculation. We're not going to speculate, especially to help you look good and innocent. And then later, guys, like I mentioned on day one, he's gonna tell the jury that the car was recalled. Now there's something wrong with the brakes. First it ain't him. Now it's him, but he was blowing his horn. And then it was him, but the brakes went bad.
Just 1 second. So would it be fair to say that the beeping of the horn was coming from the vehicle that you attempted to stop?
Objection asked and answered.
Grounds.
It has been asked and answered. One last time. He may answer, though. Go ahead. The objection's overruled.
I believe that it was coming from the vehicle that was coming to my position, the Ford Escape.
I want to refer you again to page 15. It is from your testimony at the preliminary hearing.
With Your Honor, that's improper because Detective Casey does not have the testimony transcript in front of him.
The district
Grounds.
attorney is correct. This witness does not have the transcript in front of him.
So would that render him unable to recall what he testified to?
I don't know. You have to ask him that.
That's what I was attempting to do, Your Honor. I apologize. So just so I'm clear, am I allowed to read from this or no?
I know
Mr. Brooks.
his mask stank.
From the best of your knowledge, do you recall stating in your testimony at the preliminary hearing that it was in fact the vehicle you attempted to stop that was blaring its horn?
Objection, that's not what the
Grounds.
transcript says.
Grounds.
And it's been asked and answered.
Sustained.
Were you injured in any way attempting to stop the vehicle?
I was not injured. I heard the vehicle beeping its horn after it passed me.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any redirect?
Yes, just briefly. You've been asked here today several questions from Mr. Brooks about what you saw as the vehicle passed you. Is that correct?
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name, and I do not know the person that you refer to.
Objection. I do not consent to be called that name, and I do not know the person you are referring to. Well, who the fuck are you? Because the judge in the future going to say, sir, we've been doing this for days, and you haven't given me another name. You've been signing all your paperwork that you have been handing in under Darrell Brooks with your dumb, stupid ass. You've been putting Darrell Brooks on all this motherfucking paperwork, all these subpoenas, all this information, all your signatures. She like, you have yet to give me any other name. So until then, I'm gonna call you Darrell Brooks. That's the biggest burn ever.
Objection is noted. It's overruled.
Yes.
Is Exhibit 120, well, strike that. Do you know where on the parade route the vehicle was located when this screenshot was captured?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, I do.
Where?
Approximately the 200 block of West Main Street. The building directly opposite the Forescape is 234 West Main Street.
You were back at the intersection of White Rock and Main Street, correct?
Yes, I was.
So about how far was it from where you saw the red SUV with Mr. Brooks driving to where this photo was, where this video was taken, and this is a screenshot from that video, correct?
Objection, I do not consent to being called that name, and I do not know the individual by who you refer to.
Your objection is noted. May I answer the question?
Appearance virtually the same from when you saw it to when this screenshot was captured.
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, it was.
Are you able
Hearsay.
to see the driver of the vehicle in this screenshot, sir?
Yes.
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, I am.
Can you see the hair of the driver in this screenshot, sir?
No.
You cannot see his hair.
As the vehicle went past you, back at your post on White Rock in Maine, what were you focused on?
I was focused on the driver's face when it was driving past me.
Not no damn hair.
You
Not
told
no.
us on direct
He got a
examination
whole
on Friday
hoodie
you
on.
were pound on the hood, correct?
Correct.
Were you directly in front of the vehicle at that point?
Objection. He also said in his testimony on Friday that he can identify the clothing. He specifically said what the color of the clothing
You're
was.
having to testify. That's not a proper objection. As to the specific objection, it's overruled, and Attorney Opper may complete her question.
Where were you positioned when you were pounding on the hood of the SUV?
Objection.
Overruled.
And by that, I don't mean the street, I mean where on the car.
I was directly in front of the vehicle by the left front bumper.
Did you have to step out of the way to avoid being struck?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
The vehicle came in contact with me. As it was pushing through me, I shuffled my feet to the side, and then I continued down the side of the vehicle where I came directly in view with the driver's side window.
Okay, so you would have been, what was the driver doing as it passed you?
Objection. Irrelevant.
As he passed you, I should say.
Overruled.
Objection. I do not consent to being called he.
Initially, he was staring straight ahead, and then
I
when
do
the driver's
not-
side window, he turned and
I do not consent to being called he. Sound like I did not have sexual relations with that woman, but that's another motherfucking topic. But how do you not consent to being called he? So now you a woman?
looked directly at my face.
Okay. And the reason you were pounding on the hood and pounding on the driver's side window is what?
I was trying to get the vehicle to stop.
Did the vehicle stop?
The vehicle never stopped.
Did the driver make any effort to pull over or pull off the parade route at that spot?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
I initially chased after the vehicle, trying to get it to stop. I could see the vehicle driving until it crossed Barstow, where it first made contact with people. The vehicle sped up, and I never saw it slow down or stop until I lost view of it as it crossed Barstow Street.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. You may step down.
What's with the dis? What you confused about? He said what he
Call the
said.
witness.
What you confused about?
Right button.
Okay, guys, we have a new officer up. And he's going to talk about a brief video where you can see the officer running towards something. He claims he heard something on the radio. He went to see what it was, things like that. Let's take a look.
The video. All right, and next to you, it looks like there's a person in a yellow vest that reads police. Is that correct?
Objection. We're referring to the officer giving testimony, not the officer that's present with him.
Overruled.
Yes, that is correct.
Who is that officer?
That'll be Officer Schneider.
Okay. And what's the crossroad here again, if you could just remind us?
Objection.
We'll start on the south side of the street.
The objection's noted. It's overruled. He may answer.
On the south side of the street where the squad is parked, that is going to be Northeast Avenue.
Okay. And on the north side of the street?
I believe that'll be Buckley Street.
Okay. So can you erase, you can clear the screen, please?
Can you I forgot. Can you enlighten us on the street names? Objection. Damn, bitch, we can't know what we can't know the location of the street? Jesus. What kind of trial is this?
Oh, clerk did it, thank you. Just kind of draw a line or point out where Buckley Street is. It's a little hard to see exactly at this moment, correct?
Correct.
You could just show okay. And as this video plays, you can see Buckley Street a little clearer as the people move, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. All right, please clear, thank you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play this in its duration. It's 37 seconds in length. There you go.
Correct.
He all in it, y'all. Y'all see him? He all
All right,
in
Officer
it.
Veteran, again, it's not a 100% clear shot, but you can see you making your way around the front of that white pickup truck, correct?
Correct.
That was one of the entries in the parade?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And then you kind of go out of view behind that white pickup truck, correct?
That is correct.
Is that the area where you encountered Mr. Brooks in the SUV?
Objection. I do not identify by that name, nor do I consent to it.
Your objection's noted. It's overruled.
That is where I had initially placed my hand out in front of me and advising the vehicle to stop.
Okay. And you were not able to catch up to the SUV, correct?
No.
Good morning, officer. You stated that
Here he go, y'all.
Where you heard a radio call about a knife fight in Frame Park.
His whole focus. The initial call was about a knife fight at Frame Park. Mind you, that is when Nick Kirby called the police, pretended a knife was involved to get the police there. But that's a way out for him to blame this crazy man with a knife, or to prove that there was no such knife, y'all making things up type stuff. His focus is this stupid ass pretend knife fight.
Did you ever at any time follow up or go to Frame Park to investigate the said knife fight?
No, I did not.
Did you learn any initial information about the said fight?
No, I did not.
Do you know who reported the knife fight?
No, I do not.
Oh my God. No,
So you
bitch, we
also
not here
stated
about
that-
no knife.
That you heard the vehicle that was approaching honking its horn multiple times, is that correct?
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, what would be a reason that someone operating a motor vehicle would honk their horn?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled. You may answer.
There are multiple reasons why a vehicle would do that.
Can you give any
Exactly.
specific reason?
No, bitch.
To alert people or vehicles in the area that there's a vehicle coming.
And you also stated that you didn't see anyone struck when while the vehicle was approaching you?
Between the area that I observed the vehicle and Northwest Barstow Street, I did not see anybody struck, no.
Would it be fair to say that you also didn't see the vehicle target anyone?
Objection, speculation.
That's another thing, guys. The officers that are on the stand are not just him, plural. The officers that are coming on the stand have all encountered Brooks at the beginning of the parade route, where there was like kind of like not a lot of people and things like that. Like Detective Goof, he was, even though you saw the people on the sideline, it was not a lot of people in the street where they were. So it was kind of like he's asking them really pointless questions, like basically saying, oh, you didn't see the vehicle hit anyone, so that's not true. Guys, stick around for the pictures of his mammy car, that he abandons. Oh my God, the pictures are brutal. I'm gonna show y'all one picture right here. It's just crazy.
Calls for speculation on the part of the witness. So it's sustained. You can rephrase your question.
Did
The
you
way it was
see,
asked calls for speculation.
while the vehicle was approaching you, you stated that you saw it maybe 200 feet away, I think is what you said. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Did you see the vehicle actively targeting anyone to strike him?
Same objection.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
What would you estimate the population was right at what was shown on the video? Was it hundreds of people, dozens of people, right in the general area that you were?
I would estimate there's probably several hundred people in that area.
And you saw no one struck?
Objection made.
Can you rephrase, please, just to be specific?
Out of the hundreds of people that were in your general area, you didn't witness anyone being struck by the vehicle?
Not initially.
You also stated that there were barricades in the general area that you were?
Yes.
Were they off to the side? Were they in front of you? Where were the barricades located?
They would have been located on Buckley Street and on Northeast Avenue.
Would it be fair to say that those were the side streets coming into the main street?
Yes.
So would it be fair to say that a vehicle that was on the parade route would have had to go down one of those side streets that was barricaded off to exit the parade route?
Yes.
And from your, perspective, would a vehicle that was on the parade route know that they can exit from those areas that were barricaded?
Objection. Speculation.
Sustained.
Were you injured in any way by the vehicle?
No.
And in the video was pretty short video. Would it be fair to say that the vehicle passed you relatively quickly?
Yes.
And you were able to get a look at the operator of the vehicle as quickly as it passed you?
Y'all hear him talking about the vehicle passed you pretty quickly. Bitch, that's emphasizing the speed you were going while you was mowing these people down or about to mow them down. Either or, it happened.
Yes.
You stated that the operator of the vehicle was wearing a hat. Would that be fair to say?
The operator of the vehicle could be wearing a hat or have their hood up.
If you got a clear description of the operator of the vehicle, wouldn't you know if it was a hat or a hood?
No, bitch. He know what it look like, but he don't know what it is. Damn.
Would the vehicle had been moving too fast for you to clearly see if the driver had anything on their head?
Y'all, they have hats that look like hoodies and hoodies that look like hats. They have scullies. They have all kind of caps and stuff. You think it's a hat, it's a hood. It really, you know what I'm saying? Like, calm down. And he was speeding. He was going way faster than he was supposed to be going.
No.
About how fast would you estimate that the vehicle was traveling when it passed you?
Approximately 25 miles per hour.
About how fast would you estimate the vehicle was traveling when it was approaching you?
Approximately 25 miles per hour.
Were you able to hear the vehicle honking before it approached you or when it came upon you?
I was able to hear the vehicle honking before it approached me.
Did you hear the vehicle honk after it had passed you or came in contact with you?
No, I did not.
Would it be fair to say that the video shows that you can clearly see let me rephrase that. Would it be fair to say that the video that was shown, you can clearly hear the vehicle honking?
No.
Can we play the video again for the witness?
Not a horn was honking in the video.
Exhibit 17.
The squad video? That's the one you're requesting, the squad video?
Exhibit 17.
All right, permission to publish and show is granted.
Boy, if you don't get... I want to hear the horn too. Let me know in the comments if you hear the horn.
Pause it right there. So at the time, we see you running over to where this white, I think that's a pickup truck. Is that you?
Yes.
At that time, had you heard the vehicle honking?
I don't recall.
Period.
What prompted you to move so quickly to jog towards the area that you were jogging to?
The call on the radio.
The radio traffic that I had heard.
So at that
Dumbass.
time, did you? I still want to play that.
This is the definition of wasting course time, guys.
From my position here, I don't know exactly when I had observed the vehicle.
Continue playing.
Y'all see him?
Pause right there. Would it be fair to say that that was not just a horn that was heard honking
No.
after the vehicle was past you?
I did not hear a horn, no.
Let me
Why,
see.
For the record, Your Honor, the first time Mr. Brooks asked for the video to be paused, it was 22 seconds. The second time, it was about 39 seconds. We're now going back to about the 30-second mark.
Objection. There isn't 39 seconds in the video. It stops at 37, so how can it be
I'm
39?
sorry. You're absolutely right, sir. 29.
Oh my God.
39.
I can hear
Objection.
I can hear a horn.
Sir, you can't
I can hear a horn.
You can ask a question of this witness. We'll watch it again.
When?
But it's
I
not
can hear a
what we
horn.
argue with
Let me
it.
ask this question. When did you observe or hear the vehicle honking? At which part in this video?
At no point in this video did I hear the horn honking.
You
But
thought.
you did, in fact, hear the vehicle honking.
Yes.
Do you remember what you were generally doing when you heard the vehicle honking?
Trying to get you to stop.
Making my way to the north side of Main Street to get the vehicle to stop.
So that would
Thank
be when
you.
you were sprinting over to the white pickup truck.
Correct.
That's when you heard the vehicle honking.
Sometime in between there, yes.
And you heard it multiple times.
Yes.
Y'all, I don't know why this buffoon think honking a horn give you the right to run over 60 people. I just don't get it.
Officer Butcher, I see you in a uniform today. Would it be fair to ask that you would be on duty right now if not called to testify?
Here you go.
Hold on, Mr. Brooks, before we move on to the next topic, you had asked it to be paused. I trust you don't want anything further from this video published to the jury at this time.
Not at this time.
All right, Madam Clerk may take it down. My apologies for the interruption.
That's okay.
He like any kind of control. Not at this time.
Would it be fair to say
Bitch,
that
yes or no?
here to testify this morning you would be on duty?
No, I would not be.
So this would be an off day?
I'm currently on vacation, yes.
Period.
Do you normally wear your uniform on vacation?
Objection, argumentative.
Grounds.
He may answer.
Only if I have something related to police activity or duty.
Do you feel that it was necessary to wear your uniform in court today?
Objection,
Grounds.
argumentative.
Sustained. Next question.
Are you a party to this matter in any way?
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained. It's not relevant.
Do you have a claim in this matter?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
That's how we know he about to come to a close, y'all. I'm
Complaint
telling
in
y'all.
this matter.
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant.
Not relevant. Sustained.
Do you know who the plaintiff is in this matter?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Can you testify on who called you to testify? Who subpoenaed you to testify here this morning?
I believe it was the state of Wisconsin.
So the state of Wisconsin would be the plaintiff in this matter, to your knowledge?
Wisconsin.
Grounds.
Why I can't
This
say
question
the
is
word?
irrelevant.
Sustained.
Grounds.
It's not relevant, sir. Sustained. Next
I think
question.
it holds relevant who called him to testify.
You already answered.
So you've had interactions with the state of Wisconsin?
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant and vague.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Can you testify if the state of Wisconsin is a living human being or entity?
Objection.
Entity,
irrelevant.
bitch. I'm so annoyed.
So you, in fact, don't have a claim in this matter, correct?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Y'all, I went from calling him a buffoon to a bitch. I can't hold it in.
You are aware that all police departments are funded by the state of Wisconsin, are you not?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds.
Sustained.
If that's an inaccurate statement, then who pays you?
Objection to
Grounds.
relevance.
Overruled. He may answer. I assume you mean who pays him his salary.
Correct.
May answer.
Be the city of Waukesha.
Is the city of Waukesha in the state of Wisconsin?
Yes.
Is the city of Waukesha the plaintiff in this case?
No.
Y'all.
Have you ever, how long have you known the plaintiff in this case? In this
Objection.
matter? Grounds.
Irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained. Next question.
So to the best of your knowledge, you've never even had any interaction with the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant.
Sustained. Mr.
He
Brooks, under
said
906,
yeah at
11,
first.
You need to move on to a new
He,
topic
that
of
was
cross-exam. Otherwise, I will declare the cross-exam opportunity closed.
that was also asked and answered. Like, he just asking this rhetoric nonsense shit. He's wearing me down. He's wearing
At
me
any time
down.
when the vehicle passed you, did you hear the vehicle honk?
Objection. Asked and answered.
Sustained.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that in the video clip that we were just shown, no one was struck?
Correct.
Would it also be fair to say that in the video we just saw, the vehicle did not attempt to strike anyone?
Objection. Speculation.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds.
Calls for speculation on the part of the vehicle operator.
We can clearly see in the video that no one was attempted to be struck. How is that not relevant?
The jury will disregard the last statement made by Mr. Brooks as he may not testify at this point in time.
We can clearly see nobody was struck.
And just for the record, I don't consent to being called that name, Your Honor.
Boy,
Question, please.
that video was 6 seconds. Calm down.
Is it fair to say that by the video footage, and to the best of your knowledge, no one was struck before the vehicle approached your presence?
Objection.
Grounds.
Asked and answered.
Grounds.
Asked and answered. Sustained. Next question.
Close it out, Judge. Close it out. Close it
To
out.
the best of your knowledge, at that point where you observed the vehicle, to your knowledge, no one had been struck at that point.
Correct.
And for the record, you have no filed claim in this matter whatsoever.
Objection, irrelevant.
Sustained.
Were you injured in any way during this matter?
No.
No further questions.
May redirect.
Just very briefly.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Please, Madam Clerk, put back up number 17.
Guys, pay attention to the speed of the truck versus his speed, since he claimed he wasn't going that fast.
Exhibit
Jesus.
17 has been played in full. Officer Buttrin, at any point were you able to hear the horn honking in that video, sir?
No, I was not.
Thank you. I don't have any other questions.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
Look at that bitch.
All right, this will be a good stopping point for our mid-morning break. We'll take a 15-minute break. All rise for the jury, please.
Okay, guys. Oh my God, this man wore me down tonight. I worked today. I worked 9 to 5 today. Got off. My babies go to school tomorrow. They just had a wonderful Christmas break. They go back tomorrow. So I've been braiding hair, doing hair, getting them ready for back to school and things like that. So I was like, let me make another video, whatever the case. He wore me thin. Mind you, I have to watch it and get my timestamps and then watch it again with you. And then I have to edit it. So I have to go through this 3 times. So this man has wore me thin today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to get it posted. And part 2 will be posted probably tomorrow as well. I'm going to be consistent. So if you like consistency, this is the right place. But Jesus Christ, this man he is disgusting to my soul. Like, I can't stand him. And he thought he was really doing things today. He had a few wins, a few W's, but they not gonna last long because he got 765 years, 0.5 years, 765.5 years. So I don't think he winning at all. You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys for being here. I'm about to try my best to edit this as quick as I can, and if it don't get posted tonight is January 6th. It's Tuesday. If I don't get it posted tonight, I do apologize. But he just wore me out. I have a couple more timestamps that I was planning on going over with you guys, but I can't do it. He mentally exhausted the fuck out of me. Because like I said, I worked earlier, so I watched it earlier fast forward fashion, and then got the timestamps. Then I'm doing it with you guys, and then in a minute I gotta edit it. He sickens me, but it's very good when it comes to entertaining because it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how someone can have the audacity to sit in a courtroom and defend himself knowing he did it. I do not consent to this name. I do not know this person. I'm a third party intervener. I do not consent to being called he. Like, it's just too much. It's just too much. Excuse me. And then there's a couple of witnesses oh my God. The witness he's gonna bring on in the future and subject her to so much torture. And then in the end, he don't even know her 4 kids got hit. The state is going to bring that out. She's going to be holding back tears. It's just going to be tragic. I want you guys to see his face and his reaction when he realized he just questioned a woman that had 4 of her children, 3 or 4 of her children badly hit by his mama's vehicle. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed. You guys have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.